real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiffs Jamie Doman and her husband Stephen say their son had dreams of being a rock and roll star, and they supported him. Jamie's son was in a band with the defendant, but they kicked him out after he had a domestic dispute with his ex. And Jamie and Stephen are suing for the cost of music equipment. Defendant Brett Hitz says the plaintiff's son didn't just have a domestic dispute with his ex, he beat her up. Brett and the rest of the band no longer wanted to associate with the plaintiff's son after that incident, and he insists he never kept any of the plaintiff's music equipment.
Start with you.
Our case is about rock and roll and the dreams of being a rock and roll star with our son. It's kind of about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, Your Honor. Started at the age of 7 when we got him his first drum set.
Started having sex?
No, no, just the drums.
All right, the rock and roll part.
Yes,
right.
yes, Your Honor. And he kind of, his band teacher told us that he's got a real future in it. He's got a lot of talent. So to keep him out of trouble, we kind of invested in the band. Bought a bunch of equipment and things like that. It's kind of about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, Your Honor. Started at the age of 7 when we got him his first drum set.
Started having sex?
No, no, just the drums.
All right, the rock and roll part.
Yes,
right.
yes, Your Honor.
Defendant Brett Hitz was in a band with the plaintiff's son, but he claims he kicked the plaintiff's son out of the band after he was arrested for assaulting his ex.
How many people were in the band?
What, 5, 6 of them?
Who else contributed? Anyone?
No.
Okay,
Just
so
my
it was all
husband.
yours, obviously.
Oh yeah, and the band called my husband Pops. That
Okay.
was the thing, you know. Pops, it was his rules or no rules.
All right.
And they kind of got into it, and with the drugs and stuff. And when they got older, and the band kind of broke up, my son knows more about all that stuff.
All right, you
though,
want to
Your
speak? Have you stopped them drugs yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
State your name.
I'm
Kind of
Justin.
slow moving. And your eyes are a little squinchy.
Yeah, a little nervous, a little nervous.
No problem.
And it is a pleasure to meet you. But roughly around 2008, we were in a band called Fatal Dawn. We were doing extraordinarily well. We had 36 shows in 7 months with 4 major national acts that we played with. In August, we had our last show at Twister Bar in Columbus,
what year?
Nebraska.
August of what year?
2008.
You all were having a good year, but then that same year you all broke up?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I got into some trouble, had a domestic dispute, and the band members did not agree with what I had done, and the band had broke up.
Domestic dispute, meaning that he kicked the crap out of her, Your Honor.
Both of them I kicked the crap out of.
Oh, she was cheating?
With the methamphetamine that I had found right there when I
She
came
was
home
cheating
from.
with the man and they were using meth?
They were using meth, sir.
All right, was it a band member?
No.
Okay.
No.
You all kicked the man out of the band because of his personal issues?
This man ran the band. He was in control. He liked it that way.
It helps that his father brought out equipment.
Well, not my equipment, Your Honor.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
always owned all my own equipment.
All right.
But when all of that went down, it was all out in the open then, and we didn't want to play with him anymore. So we all
Why?
took
That's what
off.
I'm asking.
Right.
Reputation? You didn't want your band to have a bad reputation, or
Right.
what?
Right, and I put my heart and soul into that group too. And because of his actions, it was just gone one day. Like, all the sacrifices I made.
How
to
did
be
people
where I
find
had
out, or how would people find out?
to be. That didn't concern me. It was all about my personal morals, Your Honor.
All right. And that was the feeling of the other band members as well?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Okay. And you all never got back together?
We did. We tried.
Is one or the other?
We tried.
All right. You want to give me whatever background you like?
Sure. When we all reconvened trying to get back together, he had a really big issue of me being friends with his current girlfriend, Amy. He's a very jealous and controlling individual. He made up a story about me killing a cat to make her hate me because she's an animal lover. It worked. And the equipment in question here I know of, but it was never in my
Let
possession.
me allow them to tell me about the equipment. You
Sure.
all are suing him about equipment because what happened?
I had borrowed the equipment to him in
When?
roughly February.
February of 11.
2011. Mm-hmm. In roughly...
What equipment was it?
It's called Line 6 XT Live.
Mm-hmm. All right, and when was he to return it?
Well, there really wasn't a time limit, you know. We were trying to get... What
So
had
why are your
happened was-
parents suing now?
Because he wouldn't give it back.
Okay, who requested it back? You did?
I did.
And you?
Yes.
And what were you told?
He told me that he no longer had it.
Never had it.
Okay, and then how did the conversation end?
I told him, well, I said, you leave me no choice, take you to court. And he said, you'd have done that by now, Pops, if you're going to take me to court. And
Sir?
That's
What do you want to tell me
exactly
about?
what I said. Because why would they wait on me if they thought I had taken something from them? Why would they wait on me?
Because you were a friend of the family, so they're giving you a little time.
There was a big falling out at that point.
Why did that occur?
The issue with that cat that I had mentioned, his girlfriend flew off the handle at me over that.
Defendant Brett Hitz was in a band with the plaintiff's son, but he claims he kicked the plaintiff's son out of the band after he was arrested for assaulting his ex.
So let's get to the equipment. Did you ever have it at all in your possession?
No, Your Honor, I never had it in my possession.
Why
at
do you
all.
think they're making this up?
Steve and Jamie there, they paid for the equipment, as they mentioned. They left it in Justin's care. For all I know, he could have sold it, gotten rid of it, taken the money. I have no idea.
You can't even speculate on why, out of all the people involved, they would fly across country just to get you.
I can
Out of all the
speculate.
people involved, what's your speculation?
They don't like me very much, obviously.
Well, I'm just wondering, if we go with his logic, you all should be in court quite often, right? Because I know there's a lot of people you probably don't like.
See what
Yeah, a lot of
had
folks I
happened
don't like.
with the killing of the cat, and there really was. I have a picture of the skull with the BB hole through it. He told me, if I sell my soul to the devil, I'll be the world's greatest guitarist.
Oh, get real.
And also, I have also witnesses from Cold Sweat, his most recent band before me, that they also noticed his talk about Satan
You
and
have
all
that?
this stuff.
You have a
And-
statement from him?
No, I do not have the statement from them.
Anyone have any evidence?
Amy's witness statement, she witnessed him borrow the equipment.
She was the lead singer in the band, Your Honor.
All right.
And it's kind of a jealousy
Hold
thing, Your
on.
Honor.
Do you think Amy would have a reason to get you? She doesn't like you either?
Over this cat thing, I imagine she doesn't like me anymore.
If she said it, she made it up as well.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. And what else did you want to tell me?
I have some text messages here proving that they're not exactly big fans of me.
Okay.
Threats I was getting.
All right, let me read it. And so far, we have 4 people who aren't big fans of yours, who decided to have you come across the country to sue you. And your only defense is, your only speculation is, it's because they don't like you. Good enough. What is it you want me to see? You gave me 3 text messages.
These are threats I received on text messages.
They threaten you if they don't get their stuff back. Yay, didn't think you. You will not walk away from this without paying for it. You gave me a text where they told you you're not going to walk away without paying. Judgment for the plaintiff. Thank you for that text. $428.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just think he needs to find the Lord again and get back to reality.
Justice was served.
Amen.
Love you guys.